Hey everybody, Ed here with the Digital Digest, and today I wanted to give you guys a quick update on my experience with the Google Nexus 7. So of course this is the first Nexus tablet, and as a result, like all Nexus devices, it does receive all of its software updates directly from Google. You're starting with Jelly Bean, the latest version of Android 4.11, and so far I've been really impressed with the performance. I'm going to show you guys some of the key features. This is not a full review, just a quick update on how I'm feeling the tablet so far. So as far as pricing, you're looking at the 16 gig version priced at $249.99. You've also got an 8 gig version priced at $199.99. So really affordable, and very few corners, if any, have been cut. You're looking at a 7-inch IPS display, 1280 by 800 resolution, really one of the best in the business. I would have no way of telling you guys this is an inexpensive tablet, at least based on the display, because the only displays that I've seen really in its class that are better are Super AMOLED, which you really can't even compare it to. As far as processor, absolutely no slouch. You've got a Tegra 3 quad-core CPU in there, the best in the business, especially if you're speaking in regard to Android, and also some of the best graphics performance you're going to get in a mobile computing experience to date. So really great processor. They didn't cut a corner there. They could have. I'm glad they didn't. As far as the rest of the specs, pretty much standard fare. You've got a gig of RAM, Wi-Fi, BGNN connectivity, Bluetooth, also GPS, which now works offline, which I'll talk about. That's part of Jelly Bean. And you also have an NFC chip on board for mobile payments now through Google Wallet. So you can actually use your Nexus 7 to make payments, something reserved really for the latest gen of Android smartphones, especially Nexus devices in general. So a really great device thus far. I don't want to forget, you've also got a 1.2 megapixel front-facing cam that you guys can't see right now because I'm really focusing on the screen quality and some of the Jelly Bean features that I'm going to show you right now. And also the glass I wanted to talk about, not Gorilla Glass, but it is a Corning fit glass, so still impressed to see that they did pay Corning to at least put some form of protection over this, because clearly they could have gone with some generic plastic, frankly. So overall, really like the build quality, impressed so far with all of the performance. There is no flash out of the box. As you can see, the little launcher there they have for the Google suite of applications that they've put in stock out of the box here. Pretty much what you expect. Chrome is now the stock browser, so you've lost flash support. There are ways of sideloading it. I'm not getting into it. Not going to go over all of these things today, because really just, again, initial impressions, wanted to update you. But all of the Play Store applications, from books to magazines to movies, TV shows, and of course music, really are fantastic. They've really stepped up their game. That's what this tablet's about, and it really does shine. Now in terms of software enhancements, as you can see, as I hold down the home button and then gesture up to that Google, it's going to bring us up to a general Google search. This is a new part of the UI, something I really like. Cards is essentially what it's been dubbed. And it's going to show some sample cards right now. Based on geolocation, it's going to give you traffic, weather, public transit routes and times, flights, sports, pretty much anything you would need access to, pertinent information based on where you are. So just to give you an example, this is what the traffic update card would look like. So if you pulled up through that gesture right now and had this set to always give you your commute home, because you'd set obviously your home address in advance, it would always tell you how long it's going to take you to get home via just driving or whatever route you select, obviously through navigation, as you're accustomed to through Google Maps. So really unique. This is what I love about Google, pushing the envelope and really completely redefining the way we access and use information, especially the geolocation feature, which is one of Google's best and strongest tools in refining the experience that you and I have on their devices. So I really like what this represents. Of course, syncs with your calendar. You have access to the voice commands. That's another big improvement in Jelly Bean. Just to give you guys an example, what's the weather like today? What's the weather like today? Microphone was so good it was picking up static noise around us. That's part of the noise canceling of the Nexus 7. Let's try it again. I generally haven't had any issues with it. It's been very good. What's the weather like today?
The forecast for New York today is 81 degrees with a thunderstorm.
So even though it had a brain fart before, pretty much, you know, flawless there. And that's what performance has been like consistently. You know, the whole point of Project Butter, which is what you're getting the fruits of here, you know, not to be cute, especially since we're talking about candy and jelly bean, because that is the update. Really, the voice search and how it performs is just so much better. It's on another level. I'm not really interested in the talkback feature that's Siri-esque. I never have been interested in any of my computers or mobile devices talking back to me, but the ability to search things with my voice, to actually have you know, accurate voice recognition, that's something Google has pulled off in this version. Not to say that ICS wasn't good, but it's just better so far in my experience. The e-readers are great. Like I mentioned before, whether you're looking at books, magazines, whatever it may be, everything just looks really, really good. And Google Maps now, you do have an offline mode. So with GPS, you're no longer restricted to only being able to navigate when you have data. You can download, you know, your maps and for whatever trip you need and have navigation even when you don't have access to the internet. And the GPS, by the way, on this has been working very well. So all of the internals seem to be really rock solid. Build quality overall very good, above and beyond my expectations. I think Google and ASUS did a very good job here. Of course, I need to spend more time with it to give you guys further impressions. Also, notifications have changed. They no longer take up the entire screen. They now are centralized. Also, the way you can dismiss notifications has pretty much gone the same route as dismissing you know, applications when you close them out, you know, just with a swipe. So clearly, as I spend more time with the tablet, I'm going to be able to give you guys more feedback, but I really just wanted to give you an update on my experience thus far with the Nexus 7. And so far, I'm really pleased, and I don't have a whole lot of negative things to tell you guys. I've seen some things about QC issues, but overall, this tablet, in my opinion, is the beginning of a redefining of the tablet space, and it really does take a company like Google and their market share, or Apple, to do something like this. So a lot of credit to Google and ASUS on making what appears to be a great product. Of course, I'll give you guys further impressions as I spend more time with the Galaxy, the Google Nexus 7. And if you guys have any questions or comments, please feel free to post them. And of course, as usual, please feel free to subscribe. Later.